Good evening, students. I welcome you all in another video of mine wherein you can see the page which distinguishes between the instrumental cause and the auxiliary cause, which was introduced in the entire picture of the operationalism of the words by Vishwanath Bhatt in his book Nyaya Siddhant Muktavali. Now, here, one line that I can say is that operationalism of the knowledge of words, is equal to the presence of the instrumental cause and the auxiliary cause. So what are the two differences between these two causes is something that we will have to understand and proceed further. So let me proceed and make you understand as to what exactly it is. Now, in the instrumental cause, you will see that he defines it as the recollection of words along with the meanings, words and names. Names is something which I'll have to add it out here. However, please don't forget that yes, we have got even the names also out here. So this is basically the instrumental cause which is taking place through the recollection of the words after the perception or the levels of the perceptions are over and the collection is taking place. Now, coming over to the auxiliary cause, here we will see that auxiliary causes are nothing but the denotation functions of the words which is present, number one, and that is mandatory, which is very much necessary for Vishwanath Bhatt. And later on he introduces, along with denotative function, he is also adding in this particular step recollection of the words plus the meanings which are added to the word plus the word formation with the help of the names. So here is the clear cut distinction which he does it between the instrumental cause as well as the denotative cause. Both of them together form the operationalism for the knowledge of the words for Vishwanath Bhatt. Later on you will see that he gives you more details of the process for the verbal knowledge, and here he says that the actual instrumental cause of verbal knowledge, now be very careful what he says, is not through words itself, because he says that these are actually being known. Being known means what? You are in that level of learning the word via the name. However, he says that it is the knowledge itself of the words, so there is that one differentiating factor that is taking place, and one has to understand the subtle difference when he is talking about the actual instrumental cause in his entire discussion. And later on you will also see that yes, he is talking about two things more into this one, and that is basically here what we'll be seeing what are those differences, and you can identify to understand it more. So you will see that when he says that they are not the words which are actually being known, what does that mean? It means that words are actually uttered. So when you are uttering, there is that difference which is taking place, the action which is taking place between mind, soul and intellect, and the moment it is formed, you are reaching to the level of the utterance. So they say that this distinction between words and utterance is something that you will have to understand it. I hope this is becoming little bit intelligible to each one of you. It means that there are two different levels which is taking place. One, mind plus soul plus intellect together, they are recollecting it. That recollection itself gives rise to one word, through via the name. So that is one level. Then he says immediately after that there is this utterance. This utterance can be internal utterance also, as well as the external utterance in the form of a spoken language, the verbal language which we can call it as. Now here you need to distinguish this particular stance with Austin's. Austin also talks about a lot about utterances. However, he is failing to distinguish distinguish this kind of difference which Vishwanath Bhatt is able to take care. I hope you are able to understand what exactly it is. And on the other hand is what he calls it as knowledge itself of words. Now when we are talking about knowledge itself of words, it means that four things are there for us. That is something that you have to remember. What is that? There is no need of actually uttering the words. When we have got the knowledge of the word, you don't have to utter that word. Now, for example, the word apple, you know what apple is. You don't have to utter and say, okay, I know the word apple. You don't have to say that at all. Person who keeps silence, okay, the person has the knowledge of those words also, writes down the words. Obviously, if you know the words you you are able to write it down, notes it through the knowledge of words by seeing the scriptures also. This is also possible. So you can see the very neat way in which Vishwanath Bhatt is able to distinguish between these two things, knowledge itself of the words and words which are not actually being known also side by side. So here one has to be very careful. It can be possible that I know the word, however I mispronounce it, like for example my own name, it's Ramini. However, I see that most of the people, when they're uttering my name, they cannot even pronounce my name properly. So that's the difference that he is talking about. I hope you understand it, that yes, they know there is a word called as Ramani. However, utterance, because it's a spoken one, the verbal language, when it comes, it is a wrong one, erroneous one. So this is the distinction that he is trying to make it up. Now, regarding the instrumental cause, I'm not going to discuss in this one only. Let me proceed further in different video of mine in the next one, and then we will be able to understand, because as he is discussing, as I told you earlier also, the agenda of Nyaya Siddhanta Muktavali is not just to give you the definitions of various things. However, he even picks up the difficulties or the problems or the questions which the other schools of thought raise, and then he is able to tackle them. So let me come up with the next video, and I hope all of you are going to join me up. Till then, thank you and take care. Bye.